Let's be honest, we all are very lazy creatures. We love to automate stuff just for the sake of not repeating it manually. Do you remember the times when we were given to write all the alphabets 10 times as homework? That sucked, right? Luckily, we can repeat stuff in programming. And it is super easy to learn. Let's say we want to print I love JavaScript 10 times. We'll start with creating a variable and storing the required value. Followed by printing it. What if the same task could be performed in 3 to 4 lines of code? Yes. 3 to 4 lines. You read it right, D. This procedure is called looping. Looping is basically to repeat sequence of instructions until a condition is satisfied. It's like performing 50 push-ups. Here 50 is the maximum limit and performing push-ups is the sequence of instructions. Let's consider the previous example. Print I love JavaScript is an instruction and 10 times is a condition. So, I love JavaScript should be repeated 10 times. Now that we know what looping is and why it is required, let's dive in right away. As we mentioned in the previous subtopic, loops are used when sequence of instructions are to be executed multiple times. In JavaScript, two most common loops are for loop, do while loop. We'll look into each, one by one. For a loop consists of 3 main parts. Giving initial value to the variable. Condition e.g. I less than 10. Counter statement, used to increase or decrease the variable value so that the conditions are satisfied. Once we're done giving initial value to the variable and condition followed by increasing/decreasing the variable's value, we're ready to write the statement to be executed until the condition is satisfied. Let's understand it with the help of an example. Let's consider the previous example and try printing I love JavaScript 10 times. We'll start by creating a variable, followed by writing a for loop in the following way. The point to note here is initial value, condition and counter statement are separated by semicolons. Till now, we've written the following code. Now all we've to do is write the statement inside curly brackets, which is to be repeated 10 times. Great. You have mastered the for loop. Now, let's go ahead and learn the do while loop. Do while loop is pretty similar to for loop. As we can guess from the name, the do while loop has two main parts. Do, this is where we write the code to be executed until it satisfies the condition inside curly brackets. While, this is where we mention the condition inside round brackets. Let's look into an example for the same. Let's repeat the same example for do while loop as well. Let's try printing I love JavaScript 10 times. The first step is to create a variable, followed by writing the do block. In the above code, we're printing I love JavaScript followed by increasing the value of I by I plus 1, which basically means, add 1 to current value of I variable. In this way we'll meet our condition. Till now, we've written the following code. Now, let's add the while part mentioning the condition in round brackets. Note: do not forget the semicolons after while. Wow. Great. You remember everything. Let's dive in deeper. Shall we?